What have we got next? Oh, okay. I was excited for this one. So, we spoke a little bit about this earlier, off court, obviously. But what we're going to do now is the battle of the tag teams. So, Rudy. So, let me just tell you how it's going to work then. So, Rudy's going to get one deck, either PikaRom or ReshiZard. Kirk's going to get the other. And then I'm going to be Mr. Impartial. I'm just, a little random geezer. And then they're going to try and debate as to which one is best and why. And at the end, whoever had the best argument, in my opinion, will win. So, Rudy. Heads or tails?
I'll go heads.
Heads? Okay. Oh, you can't see this, but that is a 1, unfortunately. So, Kirk, you get to choose which deck you want to represent.
I will choose ReshiZard.
Okay.
Thanks.
And would you like to have your pitch first or second?
Shouldn't he get to decide that since I got to choose my deck?
No, but he lost the coin flips.
Yeah, I'm just the big loser.
Yeah, big loser.
Hey, man, you just doubling down on him.
I mean, you can be nice.
I could be. I'm not going to. You're giving me I tried to be nice by telling you should let him have the choice, but
this is fair.
You said nope. He's super loser. So let's put him on the button. Defend PikaRom there, Rudy.
First.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. My first defense is Coco GX is insane in the matchup.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the matchup for ReshiZard or the deck as a whole?
No, in general. So let's say I don't know which deck I'm going to play for Columbus, and I've hired both of you to debate as to which one is why. And let's just say in this scenario, the winner gets $1,000. You're not going to for me now, but let's just say in this scenario. So yeah, off you go.
Okay, so PikaRom as the deck is very strong if your opponent does not put down a Mew. That being said, I think that it's probably got a 50-50 matchup against ReshiZard if they don't include the choice band. So if you're looking for a decent ReshiZard matchup, PikaRom it's an alright pick. I think that the matchup against Blacephalon is pretty favorable. I think that the matchup against Zoroark without Mew is pretty favorable as well. And what's another big deck? Shoot one at me. A big deck.
Zapdos.
You lose.
Oh, come on! There's $1,000 here for you, bro. I'm not hearing a lot of good. I'm just hearing favor. I want $1,000, really. Come on.
I'm thinking that I want to defend PikaRom as much as I can, but I think that Mew being in the format right now is really tough for it to deal with. Even with all of PikaRom's good matchups, I think that Mew is too much for it to do. I can't defend PikaRom. I'm sorry.
Oh, but at the start you said you had good argument, everything. All right, let's pass it over to Kirk, and you have a little
matchups. You got some decent matchups, but I don't think it's the better deck by any means.
Well, Kirk, it sounds like you might have admitted defeat there, but just in case, tell me as to why ReshiZard is a better deck.
ReshiZard with Jirachi is incredibly consistent, especially from sitting in the booth all weekend. You can literally just look at Madison, look at the results. Its consistency alone allowed it to step over a lot of decks. Round 9, we watched Pram beat a Quagnag box deck. You watched the ReshiZard with Jirachi just rode through the top 8 until it hit kind of its worst matchup in Blacephalon. I think PikaRom also suffers to a pretty tepid Blacephalon matchup. So the deck that PikaRoms kind of get run through by, ReshiZard does as well, but ReshiZard beats all the other decks better because it's more consistent. It doesn't need things like Electro Powers, energy switches. It just has Welders, Fire Crystals, Fiery Flints, Jirachi to keep that hand going, hitting supporters every turn. I think if you're playing the Greens Exploration version, you are kind of doing it wrong. It seems a little big brain when you don't need to, when you can just use Jirachi. So I think ReshiZard is definitely the place to say. Plus, if you get 2 attackers set up, too easy. Anything that tries to hit you for weakness, you can just do what everybody else did. Put 2 Eevee Snorlax GX, Hop on Pop GX in your deck. And, just dump truck press through Zoroarks. It changes the Quagnag matchup, as I mentioned. So I think ReshiZard is kind of a free roll if you're deciding between Pikachu, Zekrom, and Reshiram and Charizard GX.
Yeah, the one argument I have for for PikaRom GX is if you full blitz for 3 on the bench and they knock out your active and you have some energy elsewhere, you can play your energy switches and set up a tag volt as long as they don't have a Mew. Not
True.
That
That is an accurate statement. I will agree with Rudy. That is an accurate statement.
Okay, but come on, $1,000 here, bro. There must be some reason to play PikaRom over ReshiZard, right? There must be.
It's not as good. Play ReshiZard.
Ah, fair enough. Okay, Kirk, looks like in this scenario, that's the easiest $1,000 you ever won there, mate, isn't it?
Well, I will say this in Pikachu Zekrom's defense, and to Rudy's point, he mentioned it a little bit earlier. If you look through DDG's list and they weren't playing Choice Band, if you draw medium to above average, Pikachu Zekrom wins that matchup. We unfortunately didn't see that shake out between Xander and I think it was Azul or whomever he played on camera.
I think it was Will Jenkins.
Yeah, that was round 1, Will Jenkins and ReshiZard. And then I think we saw it again in top 8. And it both went in ReshiZard's favor, which again kind of cements its power. But that matchup, because they don't play Choice Band and can't go KO and then follow up KO on a Pikachu Zekrom, you can actually swing the Tag Bolt GX and the Tapu Koko GX coming in if that's the GX attack you want to use, Tapu Thunder. So I think there is an edge and an argument to be made if they're not playing Choice Band. But even we know that's not a surefire thing because we saw it still lose in some of those scenarios. So
yeah, I saw it even losing when they didn't have Choice Band, and I think now people seeing that PikaRom can top events still by hitting crazy good matchups. I think that people are gonna say, "Hey, let's put in a 1 of Choice Band to our Reshiram," or "Hey, let's put in a 2 of Choice Band to our Reshiram," just to cement that matchup. Yeah, I don't think PikaRom's as good as ReshiZard. Play ReshiZard.
Fair enough. Well, we're sort of sliding on over then. So ReshiZard, again, it's got a few variants. Obviously, you've got your Quad Volk, you've got like Arcanine creeping in and out. You've got like, what am I going to say, Jirachi. So my question to you is, Kirk, out of all the sort of builds, which one do you feel as if this is the safest and best play?
I definitely think it's the Jirachi Reshizim Charizard list. Green's Exploration is cute. It does allow you for those air quote big brain plays. However, it's so much softer to let loose and Judge, which we saw copies of Judge in a lot of decks this weekend, with players not playing Tapu Lele GX or any way to actually search it out, just playing it so they have a copy in their deck. I just think Greens is a lot softer to, having a Reshiram Charizard deck with 4 switches, 3 Jirachis in play, 2 Reshiram Charizards, and all the nonsense that fire support that it's gotten. So I definitely think that would be my choice.
Okay, and the same question to you, Rudy, since you've converted over. In this scenario, which ReshiZard list would you be playing, and why?
Jirachi 110%. The Kiawe is insane. Like putting 4 energy on your ReshiZard turn 1. You have 4. This is nothing like Ho-Oh Kiawe was before. This is putting 4 energy on a 270 HP Pokemon that hits 230 damage on the first turn of the game. You set that up, you're going to have a hard time losing, my friend. I think that Jirachi version is really, really, really strong. And especially with this 2 EV Snorlax, you can run through about any Zoroark variant that you go against, except for the Lycanroc, probably. The Lycanroc and the Slowking, if they have them both in the same deck, maybe you lose there. But other than that, I think the DDG list is almost flawless, except the Choice Band I think they need. Yeah.
Yeah, Kiawe. I remember the first time I ever played Unbroken Bond stuff was a League Cup. I was playing Weezing, and then one of my last rounds I played against Zard, and in both games I won them both, but still. But at the start they're just like Kiawe, you're just like what? It's gonna hit me for 230 next turn. Like hello, what do you even do? So yeah, we're all in agreement that I think I'll be playing Jirachi version as well, just because you know, Jirachi's just a good card in its own right. And like you said, I saw a judge in that Grand Ball list I was on about earlier. This Grand Ball list that seems like everything getting. There was a judge in there. I was like, what is what is going on? So and
Yeah, Judge is very strong right now.
So yeah, I think I'll be going that way as well. So that was a good little look there. I like that. I was expecting the battle to be a little bit better, Rudy, to be honest with you. But but we had a
Sorry,
good.
I couldn't defend.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. Much appreciated. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't hesitate to subscribe. I try and put out as much stuff here as I can. Full deck profiles plus games, topic conversational pieces regarding anything in the TCG. Check out my Twitter, check out my Facebook. That's where you get most of the updates, sort of see what's going on behind the scenes, all that good stuff. Also check out the SoundCloud for the full bi-weekly podcast. If you're interested, if you like the conversational pieces, go check that out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.